What's going on, world? Today, I'm at the social lab.
Ooh, the social lab.
So to be honest, a big reason for me making these videos every single day this year is because I want to highlight and show stuff that I'm doing beyond fitness in my life, like the social lab. So, what is the social lab? Before we talk about what is the social lab, let's talk about where we're at. Right now, I'm spray painting in what used to be a crack house. Now, some of you from around the world probably don't know about this, but literally right beside our house here is one of the city's biggest brands, Ilbury and Goose. Right across from Ilbury and Goose is the Western Fair Farmers Market. Right now is Saturday and it's packed with people. And just inside this house, in this house right here, people were shooting up. People were doing drugs. People were doing horrible, abusive things to themselves and to the community. And now we're here. We've taken over this place and we're trying to do something better. So what is the social lab then? Well, we are actually a community. This is just a little hub where the community kind of resides and where we're kind of starting up. We've had a few delays. This is our little flex space here. We actually hosted an art gallery here in December. So myself, Matt, Kellen, Dylan, and Mikey, we're all YouTubers here in London, and we went off to Comic-Con to shoot a cool little video, and we stumbled upon this amazing spray paint artist.
Alright, so we're at Forest City Comic-Con. We're having a lot of fun. So to me, Comic-Con is all about just having fun and really getting into a lot of fandoms. And if you guys look around, there's so many different booths.
That's so epic.
So I'm here with Chris at Comic-Con. He's just decked out right now. This is an amazing costume. So what kind of materials go into this?
J Paintings on Facebook or J Painting Design on Instagram. You can also email me there. And all of my stuff's on the back of the paintings too. So
and you have an Etsy page, right?
I do have an Etsy page. It's J Paintings Canada. So if you don't live in London or
it's awesome. Yeah. So how has the Comic-Con helped you? Have you seen significant growth from being part of Comic-Con?
Like people have started to recognize me too.
And because we're still trying to fix this up and we had some delays with this place, we were like, hey, let's do something cool. So once a month we wanted to post up a local artist, have them in the front of our window here because this place gets a lot of traffic. A lot of people, as you guys saw there, the Western Fair Farmers Market, Ilbury and Goose, a lot of people are walking by this house. So we hosted a little art gallery here in December. We had like 100 to 150 people come down. We raised over $300 for the London Food Bank, and we got a whole bunch of non-perishable food items. It was an amazing event for doing it at a place where people used to shoot up. Now you're probably saying, alright you crazy Hungarian, you're still not answering my question. What is the social lab? Well, we are a community of social media influencers and YouTubers here in London. Basically, when I was talking about anything here on my YouTube channel that didn't have to do with stomach vacuums or oil pulling or intermittent fasting, and you guys know how I love to experiment around and try new things, I found that I got serious disengagement. When I checked out my analytics, when I checked out my statistics, I was losing subscribers because I was talking about some of the amazing things that were happening here in London, Ontario. And I don't want to hold myself back from that. I don't want anyone here in the city who is trying to build a following or is trying to reach out there to the world to have to hold themselves back from making content about this amazing city just because they think it's going to hinder their engagement, just because they think it might disengage from their following. And that's when I met up with Matt McKeever. I kind of stumbled upon him at some community event, the East End Summit. I actually created a video about that, and he was sitting right behind me the whole time. So they're trying to get a lot of data and a lot of feedback from each individual person. It's a great way to get feedback and know exactly what your community wants. Our little thing set up here. We got a whole crowd of people. He tapped on my shoulder after he saw me vlogging there and was like, dude, what are you doing? Is this for YouTube? Like, this seems very interesting. Like, I want to meet up with you. Let's talk more. After that, things have just been going crazy. And now we have a house. We have a whole house where we're going to do some very cool, very interesting things here in London so that other people out there in the world, other people here in London who are doing something beyond their own day-to-day grind, day-to-day life. They're trying to create a following. They're trying to build something out there in the world. They have a place where they can come and create. But also not just create here in a physical space, but create here virtually. That is what the Social Lab is all about. When I'm meeting up with photographers, when I'm meeting up with artists in the world, all they can put up is their best stuff, is their best content, is the most engaging things. And to be honest, that's a shame, because for myself, I love to see the grind. I love to see what it's like behind the mind of an artist. What's it like behind the mind of a photographer. This stuff is fascinating to me, because if I saw the skill and knowledge building when I was a young person, I bet my path in life would have been completely redirected. I love where it's at right now. I love creating content, and I love doing this for you guys, and I love the fact that I built all this skills, all this knowledge in the past for myself. But I want the whole point of the Hungarian experiment, the whole point of my YouTube channel here, is to create a resource that I always wanted when I was growing up.
Which is why I'm creating my own YouTube channel. I want to give back to the internet what it gave to me by creating something more informative than I could ever find, by documenting the different ways I've experimented and I am currently experimenting with my life to achieve my goals.
I want to see what it's like for people who are passionate about the things they're doing in life, the skill and knowledge building behind it. How much time, how much work is it to get into that little niche? What is it like to actually do that and participate in it? So, the Social Lab, we have a community group. We have a couple private groups where we have technicians who, they might not actually live, like Dylan actually lives next door. Mikey lives upstairs, and in the next month or so here, I'm gonna be half moving in here. And this is gonna be a flex space where I'm gonna open this up for people, and you guys can come and hang out with me. Let's edit together, let's create together, let's join, let's create a little team. As you guys saw there, I wanna hire an editor this year, and this is where we're gonna do work. We're gonna collaborate and we're gonna work together. As well, online there, as I mentioned, this is completely virtual too. So, behind the scenes, I'm uploading content that you guys are seeing only the final product of. These guys get to see the struggles behind it, the trials and tribulations. They get to see the half-edited stuff. They get to see the stuff before it's even coming out, because this is what is engaging. People want to learn. People want to see what it's like to actually do this stuff and participate. So this is what the Social Lab is all about. It's still not 100% concrete. It's still growing and evolving as we all, as members of the Social Lab and as technicians of the Social Lab, make this grow into what it's meant to be. So as I mentioned, every month, before I wrap this video up here, every month we post up a local artist, or at least that's our goal. We've had 2 artists so far, Justin Smith of J Painting Design, and this is actually Jen's artwork here. I worked with her at Curry's. I didn't even know she was an artist until I started talking to her, and I found out that she was very passionate about art. She's not even displaying it on her Instagram, and that's a shame, because look at some of this stuff. This stuff is amazing work. So I see there is a lot of way that we can share engagement here in the city. We're gonna post up local artists here once a month, and they can have exposure to all these people. And along with that, it's gonna gain exposure for us, because when people go to follow these artists, when people go to see what their content is all about, they're gonna stumble upon the Social Lab, and that's just gonna hopefully lead them upon my path, lead them upon Matt's path, lead them upon Dylan's journey and Mikey's journey, and then they can see who do they enjoy the most? Who do they really want? Who do they engage with? Who do they want to see more of? And who can they really learn from and build skills and knowledge from? If you guys know me, I'm super passionate about this stuff. This is what I want to see in the world, and this is what I want to create, and this is what I think is going to make me the man that I've always aspired to be, is helping build and create the Social Lab. So I'm super excited about this. A big reason I'm making these daily videos is so every once in a while I can talk more about this kind of stuff, because I found there was major disengagement, and I want you guys to be along the path. And there's so much going on in my life right now with Fastletics, with the Social Lab, with my new job, with fitness, health, intermittent fast. Like, there's so much stuff going on that if I don't make a video every single day, I honestly don't know how I'm gonna get it all out. So I love you guys so much for being a part of this journey. I want you guys to know that the Social Lab is a part of me. I am a part of the Social Lab. This YouTube channel is going to be a part of the Social Lab this year. So I hope you guys enjoy this content. I'm not going to shove it down your throats too much. So if you're interested, go check out the Social Lab YouTube channel. That will be in the description box below there. We're just starting out. We started out a few months ago. As I mentioned, we hit some delays here at the house. We had some pipes burst. We had some issues with some of the renovations going on here. And that's why we've done a few other things. But we've still managed to do so much. In just a few months, months, this used to be a crack house. Like, people were shooting up in this place. So it's amazing to see alone. If this whole social lab thing fails and nothing becomes of it, at least we managed to do that. But in the process now, we managed to have an artist up here. We hosted a whole art gallery and raised money and did all this stuff. We've created like so many videos already, and our goal is to only create more, to grow more. And to be honest, guys, I'm gonna be doing some pretty crazy and intense stuff. I'm gonna be doing this stuff like cash, stash, and dash, where I'm gonna be hiding money around the city. Yeah, I'm gonna be hiding money around London, Ontario. So if you guys are interested, if you're a Londoner, you definitely need to be following me along on Instagram, because that's where I'm gonna be dropping and hiding and showing where I'm gonna be putting the money. And from there, every week, we're gonna switch it up to Dylan. Dylan's gonna hide money around the city. Then we're gonna have Mikey to hide money around the city. And then eventually, we're gonna team up with local businesses here in the city, team up with Ilbury and Goose, team up with the Artisan Bakery, all these different local businesses here in London, and show what they do and why Londoners need to go check these people out. Then we're gonna do giveaways, draws, all this kind of crazy stuff. So you guys have to go check out the social lab. There's a lot of interesting stuff that has already happened and that is about to happen over 2018. So get ready, world, because the social lab is here.